Hey Bougie click. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, the struggle for femininity and soft life among Black women. For far too long, Black women have faced unique challenges and societal pressures that make it difficult to embrace our femininity and live the soft, luxurious lives we deserve. From historical injustices to modern-day stereotypes, these obstacles have shaped our experiences in profound ways. But it's time to reclaim our narrative and celebrate the elegance, grace, and softness that we are entitled to. Join me as we explore how we can overcome these barriers and create a life filled with beauty, ease, and empowerment. Let's get started. The fierce battle for femininity and a soft life in Black womanhood. Black women have historically faced unique challenges that have often denied them the opportunity to embrace femininity and live a soft life. This term, which refers to a lifestyle characterized by ease, comfort, and minimal stress, is often seen as a privilege reserved for others. The intersection of race, gender, and societal expectations has created a complex dynamic where Black women are frequently discouraged from embodying traditional feminine roles. Societal expectations and internalized misogyny. One of the most significant barriers to Black women embracing femininity is the societal expectation that they must be strong and resilient. This stereotype, often referred to as the strong Black woman trope, suggests that Black women must always be self-reliant and capable of enduring hardship without complaint. This expectation is not only imposed by society at large but is also internalized within the Black community. As a result, Black women who choose to embrace a more traditionally feminine lifestyle, characterized by being super girly or being taken care of by a man, often face criticism and shaming from other Black women. This internalized misogyny perpetuates the idea that femininity and independence are weaknesses, further alienating those who wish to live a softer life. Historical context: slavery and white supremacy. The roots of these challenges can be traced back to the era of slavery and the pervasive influence of white supremacy. During slavery, Black women were forced into labor and denied the basic rights and privileges afforded to white women. They were seen as property and were subjected to brutal conditions that stripped them of their femininity and humanity. This dehumanization was a deliberate tactic to maintain control and suppress any sense of identity or self-worth among enslaved people. After the abolition of slavery, the struggle for Black women did not end. White supremacy continued to shape societal norms and laws. One particularly egregious example is the reaction of white women to Black women becoming stay-at-home wives and mothers. The prospect of Black women enjoying the same domestic privileges as white women was met with hostility. In response, laws were enacted to ensure that Black women remained in the workforce, reinforcing the notion that they were not entitled to the same comforts and protections as their white counterparts. Brainwashing and confusion over gender roles. The legacy of slavery and white supremacy has deeply impacted gender roles among Black women, leading to confusion and brainwashing. Many Black women have been conditioned to believe their worth is tied to their ability to work and endure hardship. This belief is often reinforced by the reality that many Black women do not follow traditional biblical gender roles, instead taking on the responsibility of caring for men both financially and domestically. Biblically, a woman's role is often described as being a helper to her husband, nurturing her family, and managing the household with love and care. However, these roles have been distorted by the historical context of slavery, where Black women were forced to assume both roles due to the absence or oppression of Black men. As a result, many Black women today find themselves in a paradoxical situation. They are expected to be both strong and independent, yet nurturing and submissive. This confusion often leads to them creating harder lives for themselves, as they try to fulfill conflicting expectations. For example, some Black women may feel pressured to go 50-50 in relationships, contributing equally to household finances while also taking on the majority of household chores and child-rearing responsibilities. This dynamic can be traced back to the history of enslavement, where Black men were often emasculated and unable to fulfill traditional provider roles, leading to a reliance on Black women as the primary labor force. The impact of turning away from traditional values. In contemporary society, many Black women have turned away from traditional values and religious teachings, further complicating their understanding of gender roles. Without the guidance of biblical principles, some women may find themselves in relationships where they perform all the duties of a wife without the security and commitment of marriage. This can lead to exploitation and manipulation, as some Black men use the history of their enslavement to justify treating Black women as workhorses rather than partners. Detailed examples. Financial and domestic responsibilities. A Black woman might work a full-time job, contribute equally to household expenses, and still be expected to cook, clean, and care for children. This superwoman expectation leaves little room for rest or self-care, perpetuating the cycle of exhaustion and burnout. Relationship dynamics. In some relationships, Black women may feel obligated to support their partners financially and emotionally without receiving the same level of support in return. This can lead to imbalanced relationships where the woman's needs are consistently overlooked. Community pressure. Black women who choose to embrace a more feminine and dependent lifestyle may face criticism from their peers, who view their choices as a betrayal of the strong Black woman ideal. This can create a sense of isolation and discourage women from pursuing the lifestyles they truly desire. Understanding this historical and societal context is crucial for addressing the ongoing challenges Black women face in embracing femininity and living a soft life. It requires a collective effort to dismantle the stereotypes and internalized beliefs that perpetuate these barriers. Black women should be empowered to define their own identities and lifestyles without fear of judgment or shame. This includes recognizing and celebrating the diversity of experiences and choices within the Black community. Bullying and the struggle for a soft life. Black women who aspire to live a soft life often face significant pushback from within their own community. This resistance can manifest as bullying, where women who embrace femininity and ease are labeled as whitewashed or accused of betraying their cultural identity. The pressure to conform to certain stereotypes, such as being ghetto or sexually promiscuous, can be intense, creating a hostile environment for those who choose a different path. The whitewashed label. The term whitewashed is frequently used to shame Black women who do not conform to the stereotypical image of the strong Black woman. These women are often accused of adopting behaviors and lifestyles that are perceived as aligning more with white culture. This label is particularly damaging because it implies a rejection of one's racial identity in favor of assimilation. For example, a Black woman who prefers a quiet, luxurious lifestyle, enjoys traditionally feminine activities, or seeks to be taken care of by a man might be derided as trying to be something she is not. Pressure to conform. In many cases, the pressure to conform to more aggressive or hypersexualized stereotypes is overwhelming. The expectation to be ghetto or sexually promiscuous is often seen as a way to fit in and gain acceptance within certain social circles. This pressure can be particularly strong in environments where these behaviors are normalized and even celebrated. Women who do not conform to these expectations may find themselves ostracized or bullied, further reinforcing the idea that there is only one way to be an authentic Black woman. The role of pretty privilege. Pretty privilege plays a significant role in this dynamic. Women who are perceived as more attractive according to societal standards often have more opportunities to live a soft life. They may find it easier to attract partners who are willing to provide for them, allowing them to embrace a more relaxed and feminine lifestyle. Conversely, women who do not benefit from pretty privilege may feel resentful and attempt to undermine those who do. This can lead to bullying and attempts to dissuade others from pursuing a soft life, driven by the adage that misery loves company. Examples of bullying. Social media shaming. Black women who post about their soft life on social media may receive negative comments accusing them of being fake or trying to act white. These comments can be particularly hurtful and discourage women from sharing their experiences. Workplace dynamics. In professional settings, Black women who embrace femininity and softness may be seen as less competent or serious about their careers. This perception can lead to bullying or exclusion from important opportunities and networks. Community pressure. Within their own communities, Black women who do not conform to aggressive or hypersexualized stereotypes may be labeled as bougie or out of touch. This can create a sense of isolation and make it difficult to find supportive friendships. Decentering men movement. Another aspect of this bullying involves the decentering men movement. This movement encourages women to shift their focus away from men and traditional patriarchal norms, advocating for self-sufficiency and independence. The idea is to unlearn societal expectations that tie a woman's worth to her relationships with men, such as being a wife, mother, or girlfriend. While this movement aims to empower women, it can sometimes be used to shame those who choose to embrace traditional gender roles and relationships. Even women who have a good man and a fulfilling life can be bullied and told to decenter men. This criticism often stems from a belief that relying on a man for support is inherently disempowering. However, this perspective can be problematic when it dismisses the validity of different lifestyle choices and the happiness they bring. For example, a woman who enjoys being taken care of by her partner and living a soft life might be told that she is setting a bad example or not living up to her potential. However, it's important to recognize that some women who are well taken care of by their partners also run their households and do not center men at all. These women are the center of attention, much like the stars of reality shows like The Real Housewives. They manage their homes, make key decisions, and maintain their independence while enjoying the support and care of their partners. This highlights that there are diverse ways to live a fulfilling life, and each woman's choice should be respected and celebrated. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for creating a more inclusive and supportive environment for all Black women. By acknowledging the impact of pretty privilege and the harmful effects of internalized stereotypes, we can begin to dismantle the barriers that prevent Black women from living the lives they choose. The path forward. Understanding this historical and societal context is crucial for addressing the ongoing challenges Black women face in embracing femininity and living a soft life. It requires a collective effort to dismantle the stereotypes and internalized beliefs that perpetuate these barriers. Black women should be empowered to define their own identities and lifestyles without fear of judgment or shame. This includes recognizing and celebrating the diversity of experiences and choices within the Black community. The struggle for Black women to embrace femininity and live a soft life is deeply rooted in historical injustices and compounded by societal pressures and bullying. These challenges often stem from long-standing stereotypes and expectations that have been imposed on Black women, limiting their ability to fully express their femininity and live authentically. By acknowledging and addressing these issues, we can create a more inclusive and supportive environment where all women, regardless of race, can thrive and live the lives they choose. It's crucial to recognize that embracing femininity and living a soft life does not mean conforming to one specific lifestyle. For some women, this might involve being taken care of by their partners while still running their households and being the center of attention. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, your journey is unique, and your choices are valid. Until next time, stay beautiful, empowered, and true to yourself. What do you think? How do you navigate societal expectations and embrace your femininity? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie.